Hawks lose. With some late period heroics, they find a way to lose it in overtime late with 7 seconds remaining in overtime. The Hawks lose. The Hawks really were not the team to win this game. They did not look like the team to win it up until the third period of play, where they were the better team. And in overtime, they did not have the puck. And it led to Dallas cycling, moving the puck up and down the ice, and getting their opportunity to win it with 7 seconds remaining in overtime. Mrazek had himself a rough game, but he still played strong enough for this team to stay in it and force the overtime. This was a rough game. The Hawks get 2 power play goals in this game, and they don't do much with it because, well, they lose it 5-4 in overtime. Shots on net in this game was 35-29 in favor for Dallas. Shots in the overtime, 3-0 for Dallas. In the third period, 14-4 for the Blackhawks, 7-16 for the Stars in the second, and 8-12 for the Stars in the first. This was a rough game. They looked like they didn't belong in this game. And we see Dallas again. We stay in Dallas for the weekend playing the Stars again this coming Sunday. Hopefully with more offensive attack. Radish, he got injured in this game, as we know with injury bugs going through this team like it's every day. We see another injury. Hopefully, Radish will be back, but he missed pretty much the entirety of the game playing only one shift. So goals in the game, the Hawks were the team to get on the board quick, but it was Dallas who was the better team. They came out with a lot more attack. The Hawks couldn't do much with it until Dallas moving the puck well, but the Hawks were able to get the first goal of the game. At 7:56 in the first period, scored by number 90, Tyler Johnson. His 8th of the season, first of the night, assisted by Anthony Beauvillier and Jason Dickinson to get the Hawks a 1-0 lead midway through the first period of play. And well, then the Hawks have just slight momentum on their side. 3 minutes later at 10:56 in the first period, scored by number 70, Cole Gutman. His 3rd of the season, assisted by Reichel and Murphy to make it a 2-0 game for the Hawks. This goal from Gutman was a great goal for the Hawks because Reichel behind the net feeds it right onto the stick of Gutman in the slot, and Gutman buries it. But then the Hawks get into penalty trouble at 11:49 in the first period. Rope Hintz with his first of the game, 12th of the season, assisted by Pavelski and Ben to get it within 1 off the power play. Tenorti takes a bad penalty in the defensive zone, leading to the Stars taking advantage and going down the ice off a rush on their power play. And Hintz goes right to the net, and Pavelski shoots it right onto the stick of Hintz and in. And the Hawks give up a power play goal against to the Dallas Stars. Then we go into the second period, up by 1, but it was all Dallas. As I mentioned in the shots, it was 16-7 for Dallas. The Hawks' shots were not high quality. Dallas's were. Mrazek stood strong, but midway through the game at 9:03 in the second period, Joe Pavelski scores his 14th of the season by a tip-in, assisted by Lundqvist and Hardley to make it a 2-2 game. Then 20 seconds later, Tenorti falls down, and the Stars go down the ice. Rope Hintz with his 2nd of the game, 13th of the season, assisted by Robertson to make it a 3-2 game at 9:23 in the second period. At that point, I'm like, here comes the floodgates. They're open for Dallas because the Hawks are playing against a high quality opponent in Dallas. They do know how to put up goals in quick spurts. They've done it a lot this year, and they just did it against the Hawks. Well, Mrazek stood strong. We get to the third period, down by 1, but it's Dallas coming out on front at 2:10 in the third period. Jamie Benn scores his 6th of the season, assisted by Wyatt Johnson and Yevgeny Dodonov to make it a 4-2 Dallas lead. That's when I was saying, okay, well, it looks like this is over for the Hawks because it's hard for this team to score more than 2 goals a game. But it's not. The Hawks come back. They start playing strong. They were the better team to start in this entire third period. They come out getting pucks off on the net, but Wedgwood said no, and then it led to Bing going down the ice, getting a wide open net because Johnson shoots it off of Mrazek's pads and towards the board. Johnson feeds it right up to Ben, and Ben gets a empty net goal basically. But the Hawks get a power play midway through at 8:58 in the third period, scored by number 16, Jason Dickinson. His 12th of the season, assisted by Cole Gutman and Alex Vlasic off the power play. This was a bomb by Dickinson and momentum Chicago. We came out peppering Wedgwood, moving the puck well, getting it into the offensive zone, hitting the net, and getting the chances to tie. And well, we get a late power play with under 3 minutes remaining in regulation time. The Hawks on a power play, and well, at 17:24, scored by number 90, Tyler Johnson. His 9th of the season, 2nd of the game, assisted by Kurashev and Korchinski to make it a 4-4 game. And then that's the only goal. That's it for the goal scoring for the Blackhawks because we go into overtime, tied up 4 apiece. Hawks don't get any offensive attack going. And well, at 4:52 remaining in the into the OT, so 7 seconds remaining. Rope Hintz for the hat trick buries it by a similar play from his first goal of the game, going right to the net, and Robertson throws it off the stick of Hintz and in, and that's the game. It's a rough loss for the Hawks. We see the same team again Sunday, but there's some spots that they can take from it. They were able to take Dallas to overtime. They were also able to come back in this game and nearly winning this game. It didn't happen, but we see the same team on Sunday. Let's see what happens. So down in the comments down below, I want to hear what your thoughts were on today's action. And thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And most of all, we'll get them back on Sunday.